Oh yeah, this is the Sporting Dog Archive. Get a hold, James, if you will. We live, open forum, doing something a little different this time on instead of a bulldog court. The boy just didn't feel it this week. I'm just sorry to tell you, I just didn't feel it this week. But we'll be back at it. Plenty of stuff to cover. But let me see who all up in the chat. Shout out, man, Doctor Vernon Star, Mr. Star, how you doing? Crockett. Hardy Dog. Hollering out Lero. But yeah, man, this just a show, just the open forum, open chat, just to, basically just see what everybody have on their mind on a Saturday, for a bulldog talk. And this community is about you. You know what I'm saying? Everything about this community is about everybody that's within the community. And it really benefits the people who listen to the show, and will be a much more service to the people that listen to the show for us to talk about subjects that you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? As far as certain types of dogs that you might feel like need to be on the bracket. You know what I'm saying? As far as bulldog court, or just subjects that you feel as though, you might want me to cover. So, like I said, I'm open for suggestions for anybody who would like to, want to check out, talk about, discuss. John Kramer, what's going on? Mary Lee, what's happening? We're in Torres. You're like real. Lero. Lero. You stop playing. So sad, be trying to take my head out. DB, what's happening? I'm trying to get the the link so that if anybody want to come into it, they're welcome to come in. And just like I said, but yeah, this just a, it can be on not for long, but just to talk about different things. Um, I just was looking at um a dog NFK's Nicki Minaj, double bred daughter of Cottonham Redman. Um, just looking at that, and I think she's a registered married female. So anybody know? Man, I wish. And she got a red boy Indian. Yeah, red, red boy Bolio. That sounds like a good combination. The game is. And when like I say, when I was looking at the Cottonham stuff, they bred, she was a registered married female, but they bred like some balls and Chinaman, like a 3/4 Chinaman, quarter ball dog, off that Carolina game dog, Jeffro. They bred that stuff up. I don't know why this always sound loud in my ear. Anyway, they bred up, some Jeffro stuff to that Carolina. Carolina game dog Jeffro. Bred to some bred to some Chinaman stuff, and got some champions out of it. Bred to a Cottingham female. So it was just something I was looking at earlier today. Um, just recapping, looking at from last night. I caught maybe half of the show of Going Hard show when he was talking about the potency of the Red Boy line. Um, you know, talked about how you can keep the legacy, keep a line going for years and years down the line. And I asked the question, I proposed the question within the show, asking like when was it when do you think it was that when Mayday fell off? You know what I'm saying? When Mayday began to fade away, when was this? You know what I'm saying? At what time did this particular thing happen? And he said his reply was when they went commercial. You know, when when they were just strictly known as Matchdogs, they was pretty much doing well on their way. But once they got commercial and people, the peddler stage, when everybody had a Mayday dog. Then hard and finish was happening. Then the dogs began to fade. You know, but Michael Collins was happening. What do you guys say about stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? The peddler stages. You know, and do you know of any lines that really never had a peddler stage? You know what I'm saying? Because I think there are some lines I don't know if they ever had popular and peddler. I don't know how y'all feel about that. A popular versus peddler stage. A line could be popular, but if you can't get your hands on it and the people that have it don't really, what I'm saying, letting anybody get it, none of it, it can't go into the peddler stage. You know what I mean? But it's popular, everybody want it, you know. That's like Mosley, the rascal that Mosley got, aka Too Sweet. A lot of people desire that type of rascal strand, but he don't sell it all the time. He's not a peddler. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't readily have that available at any given time. Plus, he charge an arm and a leg when you do buy it. You see what I'm saying? But you have to catch him at a time when he's even interested in selling dogs. You see what I'm saying? Then sometimes he may change his mind. I haven't been in a situation where I got on the phone with him. Oh, yeah, I got this breed coming. This particular time, call me in. We discuss, males and females. Whatever. I call back. Hell, he decided he don't want to sell them now. You know, so you have situations like that. You know, fair to do said Kobe, my bloodline. Okay, I see what you're saying, man, doctor. Why are breeders like that, CB? I have absolutely no idea, CB. You know what I mean? And it's when you got the dogs, you know what I'm saying? It's your prerogative, I guess, to do how like the Bobby Brown song. You could do it how you want to do it because at the end of the day, those your dogs. If you ain't sold them to nobody, you can change your mind at any time. You know what I'm saying? Until you make the exchange, no money or pups were exchanged. So if he say, "Well, I was gonna sell, now I don't want to sell," I mean, at the end of the day, what can you do about it? I don't know why. Had my hopes up like hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm rubbing my hands together like baby from Cash Money, ready for to get me one of them rascal dogs, and he was like, "Nah." He wanted 2,500 a piece too, man. A puppy. He wanted 2,500 a piece, and I had heard so much about these dogs. I was willing to pay that. And I'm a Jeep Rep boy, Roscoe, a Jeep Rep boy, Eli person anyway. So you know, I'm interested anyway. You see what I'm saying? So whatever combination I can get it in, and whatever variety I can, I take it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it come from proven stock. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about just anybody's stuff now. I ain't just talking about just cause this Jeep Rep boy Rascal or Jeep Rep boy Eli, I just want it just because. Nah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm wanting it because it's proven. I mean, you probably heard of Moses, Bubba, and Moses, Champion Little Bubba, stuff like that. You know, you are. What you talking about, Lil like real? But yeah, man, I just, I, I, I don't know why people do that type of stuff. But like I say, it's there are kennels who it's no point in time when you ever catch them without a breeding on the ground ready for you to buy. You know what I mean? They, yeah, I don't care what time of year it could be the dead of winter. They got a little on the ground. Best believe, ready to sell to you. Oh man. Oh man. You know what it is, Lil? Like you know what it is? I'ma down the ship. The ship go down, I'll be on there. I'll be on there. Be like the captain, I'll be out there holding the steering wheel, holding the wheel, all the way till it go to the ground. Eric Smith, what's going on? But like I say, uh, but like I said, this Nicki Minaj dog that was double bred Cottingham's red man was bred to um a mighty Mike dog, like a heavy Steve's mighty Mike, heavy white dog, you know what I'm saying, Randy's Gunner, uh bull-ish, you know what I'm saying, champion bull-ish dog, like very heavy. But the dog was like a buckskin dog. He wasn't white, but he was bred to the Nicki Minaj dog and throw it, I think, a champion. But for me, old man, yeah, that's me. What's going on, old man? But in my opinion of a white dog, and when you hear about the traits and characteristics of a white dog, I'll be looking at myself like, why on earth would I want to breed that to a cottonham dog when they're pretty much known for the same type characteristics of deep gainers, not a lot of ability? I would want to breed one of those dogs to a high ability dog to increase my chances of getting a combination of both. But I guess people just don't go against the grain, you know. Maybe they like going 2 and 3 hours. Historically speaking, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go. You know, I'm not going all night for the go. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm building a dog. They're gonna try to get it done within the hour mark. And after that point, I'm really not interested. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. I didn't do something right. In my opinion, I ain't do something right. And you can say, well, yeah, but you're going against. You might go against a tough dog. Then they ain't going for it tonight. You just got to go. You got to go. You know what I'm saying? You got to let your nuts hang. Yes, that's true too. But if he can't get me out of there, and I can't get him out of there, something wrong with both of us. Because I mean, I'm coming. Trying to destroy. You know what I'm saying? But maybe everybody don't have that same mentality. You know what I'm saying? Of course they don't, because people build dogs that just won't quit. They really don't care what other traits and characteristics the dog might have or not have. They they just don't want him to quit. I mean, you can not have no mouth, in which to me, a no mouth dog can never see the box. Historically speaking, on my a no mouth dog can never see the box. The best you'll ever be is a stud that bred to a high caliber female or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That they're gonna crush your skull if they need to. Break your chest plate. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that, bred to that, to keep it coming. But other than other than that, why I need you for? You can't get nothing done. You gonna do nothing but get laid flat when you go against a dog like what I would bring. And I'm naive if I don't think that other people are breeding in the way that I would breed. You see what I'm saying? That's a bit of naivete. You know what I'm saying? To think that, well, I got a good deep game. I know he ain't gonna quit. Tie my fat dog. They're gonna scream in the corner, but he leaking from everywhere like a faucet. And I'm thinking they got something like what I got. That's a cow mouth too. The object of the game to me was supposed to be to breed a complete dog. I know it's easier said than done, but that's supposed to be your objective. If you don't have a complete dog, you got more work to do. You know, in my opinion. R.A. Nixon, what's happening? Don't you think that's why some of the bloodlines decrease because they don't want their stock to the public, get out to the public? Well, that could be a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, just like what Twin One was saying before Twin Two came on last night was that it's very hard to keep a extremely good bloodline or family of dogs quiet. Cause people talk. You see what I'm saying? And if you was historically speaking back in those times going out and don't mess around and be a regular contender on the circuit, people gonna get a chance to see your stuff. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna see that you whooping a lot of people in devastating fashion, and the word gonna get around. You gonna get some phone calls after a while to be like trying to be nosy, trying to figure out what that is. Which are running over there. Historically, what have you ran? Is that the same stuff? Do it look like it? People get dog people get nosy. People try to act like everything's so secretive. Yeah, it was to a certain extent. But at the same time, that ain't gonna stop people from trying to know what you got. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's true too. Historically, hands have to be on point. Yeah, you can get out handled. You can get out handled. I have seen that before. You can get out handled and have a better dog and still get out handled. You know what I mean? But like I say, um, but but that's a reason. And people, just because people know about your stuff, don't mean you have to sell. You know what I mean? Or your stuff gaining popularity. That's why I was saying about the popularity versus peddler, because just because your stuff popular don't mean at some point in time for it to turn peddler, it got to get in the hands of the peddler. And the best peddlers will spend top dollar. It's hard for you to raise the price on a real good peddler. It's hard for you. If TG wants your stuff, it's gonna be hard to price him out. It's gonna be hard to run him off with a high ass price. Well, I want 5,000 a puppy. Okay, then where do I send the money to? Uh, 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 what? Yeah, where do I send the money to? When can I come pick up? See what I'm saying? Now your foot in your mouth. You don't throw it out there what you thought was a ridiculous price. Now you're like, well, damn, I probably never get $5,000 for a puppy again. I might well sell. Now you got that dog into the hands of the peddler. And before you know it, in a year and a half, he got triple bread off that same dog you sold him. Don't ask me how, but he do. You see what I'm saying? Hey, hey, I ain't tripping. That was hold up. Let me put what RA said on here. Put what RA said up there. He ain't lying, RA. He ain't lying. I ain't fighting against it. I ain't fighting against it. And get what? Historically speaking, sometimes when people get popped, you know what I'm saying? You get ran in on and it confiscate. That might be the only person still got your stuff. And he got it tight too. You see what I'm saying? Cause he been peddling off of it. So he got your stuff tight. So you might be forced to go back to the peddler that one person you sold for the 5,000. That same scenario I'm playing out. Very well could be because he ain't doing this. The peddler necessarily not most nine times out of 10. Sometimes you got peddlers who will put one out there every now and again just to just to say they put one out there every now and again to be like, oh, they did show it out, to keep the legitimacy going. You know what I'm saying? So you will have that person, and then um, but they'll have your stuff tight because they've been selling off. Hey, I got the best bread, triple bread, whatever dog in the world. You can't get it nowhere else. Just won't sell dogs who really got the dogs. So you might well come by from me, or back your bitch up to, excuse me, your female up to my stud and whatnot, and you know we'll see what time it is. You know what I mean? So, and you can see what time it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people who benefit from the peddler. You know what I mean? Because the active dudes, a lot of times, most of the really, that's why I say people be hitting on these people, busting these people. But a lot of them, it's just people who got a lot of dollars a lot of times. Sometimes it's rare they get a real, when they bust some people, they really get a real Kindle. You know what I mean? Some of y'all chat know what I mean, like a real Kindle, a real active Kindle. They don't never really bust them because they don't sell dogs. They don't have their dogs everywhere. They don't have their dogs all on the same yard. You see what I'm saying? You won't come on their yard to find $120. That to me, that'd be a lot of people who just got a bunch of dogs. Because if you really active, ain't no way in the hell you got that many dogs out there knowing that you fully active. You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't even, people who don't even take, when if somebody do come to visit, you don't even take them to the house where the dog's at. You might be staying out in front of an apartment complex. Yeah, man, said you want to get one of them dogs. Yeah, woo, woo, woo. Well, we'll be right back in a minute. Hold up here. Or I'm going to take you to the corner store and I'm going to come back with the dog. Yeah, you ain't never been to the spot. You know what I'm saying? So who know about the spot to tell the police and point, hey, they right over there behind in them woods. I know they got drones and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But people can counter that too. You see what I'm saying? But I just don't see them busting like a real one. You see what I'm saying? They buzz folks that got a lot of goddamn dogs. And you really ain't had no business in this day and time with $125. The assumption, you know what I'm saying? That's what they try to get people on. It used to be you could get caught in the act of doing it. That's what it is. But if you just got dogs, you just a person that got dogs. What do that mean? But it got this, what they call it, a presumption of guilt, like the Minority Report. Like I kind of figure because you got these dogs, I'm gonna say 1 + 1 is 2 because you got all these dogs. You must be showing them or trying to show them or trying to sell them for the purpose of showing them. You see what I'm saying? So we're just gonna assume that you're a dog fighter because why on earth would you want all these? You know what I'm saying? And I had that same reply to a person who collect guitars but don't play. Got a wall full of guitars but you don't play. Don't nobody call him weird. Isn't that a little bit suspicious? Why you got all these guitars on the wall, but you can't play a lick, man? What you got going on? Nobody does that. Car, a yard full of junk cars and none of them work. What's up with this? You got a yard full of cars and none of them work? You Ubering with a yard full of broke down cars? Ain't that suspicious? But nobody, you know what I'm saying? You just got a yard full of dogs, and then now all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Some old time with you say when, okay, dog, Yeah, that's true. Appreciate it. All right. Appreciate it. But yeah, like I say, you got people who, I mean, like I say, they go back to CB's original, you know what I'm saying? Like why are dog people like that? And I always was taught early on, that's like one of the first lessons. He was, that my OG was saying like dog people are funny people, man. They funny people. It ain't necessarily a rhyme or reason why they do what they do. You know what I mean? It ain't really sometimes an explanation. It's just what they do. Some dog people are very superstitious. Some people don't ever want anybody to touch their dogs for any reason. Like that get you cussed out. Them to knock out if you touch their dog. Like, hey, they know you walk in their yard and you interested in buying and you walk up and pet a dog. You know what I'm saying? Or peel their mouth back to look at their teeth and, shit and stuff like that. That it might get you slapped down, man. Might get you cussed out for touching the dog. You like, hey man, I thought the dog was for sale. I just was trying to see what did he have colors. The man don't touch man. There's no guarantee you might buy my dog. I don't want nobody touching my dogs for no reason. Like they're very funny, very particular about you doing anything with the animals. You know what I'm saying? Even if you come there to buy one. When you buy it, then you can, you know what I'm saying? It just it just like that. So right there. I can get good shit from a peddler, but you probably, hey, hey, but get what? Get what, all right? I feel what you're saying. But ain't that the case for everything though? You know what I mean? Even if you go to a proven, let's just say you go to the proven yard instead of the peddler yard, and you buy a few. You know what I'm saying? You coming out with your money right. Say, man, look, man, all right, man, you a cool cat, man. We like you, man. Give us this here. You can get about four of for this price. Cause we know you gonna, we know you gonna really go through them and you really gonna put them out there. So, I'm gonna cut you a deal, bro. I'm gonna let you get four of 'em, and if you got extra, you can get a fifth one. You get five of them. You know what I'm saying? Just the lower ratios. All of them don't check out. And this for a proven yard, and he got champions and grand champions. You know what I'm saying? You done seen some of his work. You know what I mean? Good ass dogs, but all of them don't work out. You know what I'm saying? Now, true enough, because you went to the peddler. Yeah, you're right. You might have to shit. All five of them, 4 out of 5 might not work. 4 out of 5 might not work. I mean, you got one to work. Okay, I got one out of 5. God, now that was a waste of time and money. But still, you know, it gonna be the situation where everybody not gonna work out. You know what I mean? That just come with the territory. Yeah, it is. There are a few drawbacks dealing with peddlers. ain't lying, yeah, but like I say, mad doctor, but it's gonna be a situation where um it's gonna be like I say, it's gonna be situations where you'll have to take that um you have to play that situation like that with a peddler by ear, and but most people, it depending on if you plugged in or not, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't uh necessarily be dealing with um a peddler, you know what I mean? You wouldn't be dealing with a peddler, man, because you'll be plugged into who you need to be plugged into, and so that'll be neither here nor there. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, as far as the Red Boy strands and stuff like that go, I look at that stuff as really just something that put in the amp up, because especially like Cottingham with the Red Boy Metal as Outlaw Cross Dog, I just look at them as an amp. That's what I call them, an amp dog. Cause they're gonna just amp up my Eli and make it act a fool and act a donkey. And that's really what you know what I'm saying, be my bread and butter. Um, at the end of the day, I like that Jeep Red Boy Eli, but I'm an Eli man for sure, for sure. And I'm gonna have a little bit more than that in my line versus the Red Boy and the Jeep. I just seen too many times where that Red Boy dog, when it's real, real heavy, he could dish out a lot, but when he got it, he just I just I just seen him, they ball up and buy down. I seen that a little bit too much, you know. Scratch line, my brother. SEA or anyone. Have to take a I ain't never heard of that, or I take a dog fighting class online. Like like what, explain that, or like or like a dog fighting class online, like to tell you not to do it or to explain how to do it. What? Now they legalized dog fight, and you had I could see that if they legalized dog fight or canine combat, and before you could get a license to be able to take your dog to combat, you take a course on how to handle, how to breed, how to uh pre-care and post-care. If you had to do like a course like that and you had to complete all of it before you actually go into live combat, you know what I'm saying? Into sanctioned combat, I can see that making sense. I can see that making sense, because a dog man don't mean you know everything. There's a lot of folks faking it till they make it and messing up dogs all the way along the way. They tearing up dogs, messing them up, because you ain't learn what you supposed to learn. So if it was a class in place, gee, I'd be all for it. But if you just doing that, just you talking about, no, no, you're not supposed to do no dogs. Don't you show them dogs? Woo, woo, woo. I don't want to hear that. Yeah. I don't want to hear that. right? Right. Somebody got caught up and they had to force to take a class, have to take a class with CB saying, Stacking Bloodline, G Rep Boy, Rascal, Stacking Trades for the Bloodlines. Yeah, I mean, they complement each other so well. That three-way cross right there complement each other so well until each one of them make up for what the other one lack. You see what I'm saying? And once you put those three together, it make a complete bulldog. In many cases, you see what I'm saying? The Jeep with the intelligence and the athleticism and um he got gainers I like the Jeep dog because Jeep dogs will take a beat, man, and they'll still keep coming. Rep by dog not so much, but a rep by dog got a fiery, I don't care about nothing attitude. You know what I'm saying? I'm just coming in there, like a kamikaze. You know what I'm saying? Attitude. It blend well with any line of dogs. Then you got the rascal, which people say it lack gainers. Well, then that's the red boy and the Jeep that make up for that. But it's higher than all them two. The rascal is higher in ability and what it's able, the damage it's able to do. Versus the Jeep and the red boy. Or even when you put Jeep and red boy together, you get you a good game rascal dog or Eli dog for that matter. They'll blow through that shit. You can have the deepest, gamest, baddest Jeep red boy dog you want, and he'll make short work of him. No problem. But a lot of times when you take him in the deep end, now you can get him. You can get him now. So when you put all those together, very few weaknesses because they make up. You know what I mean? And in the dogs, you got some that the rascal will show more dominant. Some blend the red boy will show more dominant. Some the Jeep will show more dominant. But if you can get that perfect blend, you got a bulldog that can compete anywhere in the world. I repeat, anywhere in the world. If you got one of those, historically speaking, I'm saying, I'm just need my glass. But yeah, man. So man, who y'all feel like should go up on the docket on Bulldog Court next time, man? You know what I'm saying? Well, I already got my next Bulldog Court done, episode done. But what y'all want me to cover? Who y'all want me to take out there you know what I mean? On the docket, man. Checking. Yeah, man, I'm an Eli man. Oh, no one get in trouble for dogs, bro. I heard someone he said that, bro. I know it sounds weird. Oh, okay, yeah, I ain't never heard of that. All right, that mad doctor, you be on that hate blood. I know your heart strong as two oxes, two Brahma bulls. You got to give me that Grand Champion Hank Turner shit. I got you not know they bred to have one for me crossed with Kobe and Eli Wilders. A whole line I ran. But man, doctor, you know, to be honest with you, you better than me. All I can tell you, you're better than me. You keep the helicopter over there. Mm-mm. All that spinning, twirling, making me dizzy. I'm about to fall out in the box. Mm-mm. I'm looking like Red Fox from Sanford and Son, holding my chest with my arms stretched out. I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth. I'm coming to join you. Oh Lord, the dog about to quit. Uh-uh. I can't do it. Uh-uh. Can't do it. Dickie Foster. I heard a person say they got and had to take dog fighting class online for it. What? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I ain't never heard that. Never heard that. Like I say, I'm talking about. I'm talking about for real, R.A. I'm talking about. I'm standing up in the bar like I'm talking about like Fred Sanford. Bum, 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 bum. Oh Lord, Elizabeth, I'm finna join you. Oh Lord, the dog about to quit. The dog been snapping for the past 30, 40 minutes and spinning the toilet. Lord, that must somebody called a turn. You know what I'm saying? Stand up there looking crazy as hell. Man, come on. Hell no. Scratch line, that ball's Deloach. That ball's Deloach, man. Mm, mm, mm. That Bones blood. Now, you know, when I looked at that Bones blood, Scratch line news, I was like, now this is the closest to the type of brain that was in the Queen. Now, how people tried to recreate the Queen, because, you know, if you can, you put certain combinations together and you kind of like, sort of like that recipe, but the bones that what REP has is closest to exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could get you some blind P. I mean, no, not blind P, but pistol P. You know, you could use. You could use some whack and spat. That boomerang. You know what I'm saying? Put you some bolio, a little ball with it, and you voila, you got something like a combination of what the queen was. But I'm talking about exact strand. You know, and then put that combination together to try to get, you know, a grand champion queen of hearts. I just want to know if people have tried that more times than not and were unsuccessful. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, if you were successful and you got anything like the queen, I think everybody in their mama would have heard about that dog. You know what I mean? Um, and to me, the queen was not. I mean, well, it ain't just to me. Anybody who can look at that pedigree and can see it's not your typical what you would consider a boy's dog. It's a like Twin say, he probably put it the best way you could put it. It was a ball brand dog. It wasn't a boy's dog. The boy's name was on it. But was it a Dirty Mary dog? Cause that's what I say. If you come out of Dirty Mary or come down out of Dirty Mary, you a ball dog. If you got ball dog, you got, you know what I'm saying, black gold and all that other kind of stuff that, you know, was 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 owned by a bull, but kind of bred by bulls, it didn't come out of dairy matter, then I feel like that's a, for time it. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write that down. Hold up, with my one time it's Eli dog open. Hey, yeah. Hey, for sure. You got to be a certain level. You got to be at a certain level to even know what that's all about right there. I just throw it out there, without putting no detail on it. You know what I'm talking. He already know what I'm talking about. Mr. 18. Okay, them pubs in the city. See that what see that what I'm saying? Like what Twin saying, that's a Ball's brand, had the Ball's name in there, but it was not. It's like what you just said was a carver dog. Just because they had Ball name in there, or did it have Ball? Yeah, Ball name Mr. Roger and all that. But like I'm saying, that Bones blood is the closest you gonna get to what she had in her. It's the same. That Sweet Williams, all that. That's what was in her. Oh, I don't know. She had Johnson Zeb dog. That boomerang you probably get historic. You know what I mean? Is the ones that Sweet William and the Johnson Zeb uh type stuff. But like I say, the boy dogs have, I was just looking at a boy, like I said earlier, or boys from Carolina Game Dogs champion Jeffro, which is goes to the grand champion Sparky with the hardcore stuff on the bottom. I think her name was Courtney Love or whatever. The female was some hardcore stuff bred into it. You know what I mean? Bred into the hardcore stuff, and they bred that to some Chinamen, to some heavy dynamite, type blood, and it was on. And they had a champion off of it. Like I say, um, when I looked at that took me. When I saw that, there was a male who was a champion bred like that was a balls, a 3/4 Chinaman, quarter balls. Well, Jeffro ain't really a full ball dog. He balls on top because he off of Sparky, but his bottom is the hardcore stuff. The Jeep Red Boy, Red Boy Jocko Jeep Rascal, I guess you could say, or it's a three-way. Scratch line, what would you say hardcore dogs is? A Red Boy Jocko Jeep dog or a Red Boy Jocko Jeep Rascal dog? In your opinion, scratch line. Or it's a F that Jeffro Blood, and I mean that with all due respect. Mm. Hey, I've heard mixed reviews. You know what I mean? I've heard mixed reviews about that stuff. Shout out to Smitty. You know what I'm saying? Green's coffee. Look, let me write that down. What is this, CB? Mm-hmm. Pull-ups. I'm not gonna let her real come in and laugh at myself. Every time. If he ain't coming in and laugh about something, he coming in hollering, Lero, Lero. You know what I'm saying? He coming in or talk about Snake Man or something. Talk about Snake Man. Whatever. Then I real trip. Jocko Apple. Alright. Oh yeah, Green's coffee is a you know that off the top of my head. Green's coffee is a little mate to who? Apple and them? Is he a little mate to Apple? Or is he a little mate to Green Sandy? Green Sandy, Green's coffee, that Denny Green stuff. Hardcore Den Light Bolio. Okay, okay. Jeep Rip Boy Jocko. That's where you look. Okay, okay. You set me straight on that because I used to see that little bit of rascal in there. I want to say that going back to the Shady Hill Cricket dog. You know what I'm talking about? Shady Hill Cricket. Uh, it had a little bit, but I think that's the only rascal that dog even had. Any other dogs have is the little bit of rascal that's in the Shady Hills Cricket. But you know, if you smother it with Jeep and Rubber Jocko, it really don't count, you know, as much. So I totally get what you're saying. Queen or Panther. I mean, now that's a question for the chat. What Vernon Starr is saying. Queen nor Panther reproduce themselves. And we know that it took a lot of dogs for Strictly Business and them to go through, and they had winning dogs. Because I remember Strictly Business in the journal, and they probably had, but they would that was their calling card was they had the either they said they had the best balls or the most winningest balls dogs or whatever they were saying. They were bragging about they balls dogs was going out here winning, and for the most part they was. Cause Chisholm, Conrad, all that stuff they had back in the day. Who that was? Chisholm had the party lip tore off. We that one that was in that journal, the black, it was a bunch of black ones. But anyway, before they got a lot of champions and stuff, before they got a freak of nature like Pandy. Now my thing is for the chat is, what would you be willing to do that? Would you be willing to go through all them dogs, knowing that one day you're gonna come up with a dog of all dogs? I'm talking about legendary, 3 bites and you're out of here. You know what I'm saying? 4 bites and you're done got 'em. Your body goes limp. Like I'm talking about put the boo on the game. I'm talking about folks saying, "No, I thought you had a 34 female." No, I ain't got one now. Ain't got one now. I thought you just yesterday you said you had a 34. Well, today I don't. Damn, I thought you trying to well, you know. I don't care what you're saying. I ain't got one. Cause I'm not finna go into that monster you got over there. You're not finna kill. I'm trying to win. You're not finna kill me in 3 bites. And you're gonna be generous and say the match lasted for 5 minutes and you kill me in 3 bites. You keep that over there. You see what I'm saying? Would you be willing to do that? Or would you be like, man, forget all that, man. I'm about consistency, you know what I'm saying, having the winning formula, and I'm gonna get the dogs that I have and I'm gonna make it do with the line I got. I'm not worried about that freak. I'm not concerned at all about that freak. Gambler's delight. Yeah. Little mate breed. That's what I thought, CB. I thought it was some related, like Ira Jerry too. Oh, Brandon Starr, Jocko. Like I said, I was looking at like I say, looking at Top Choice, and some of their dogs off the Gardner's Trent Red Boy stuff, and looking at how they was breeding their dogs and the champions and grands, looking at them historically and just thinking about trying to imagine how their animals are. If I just go by the way they breed, and if I know certain characteristics of bloodlines don't usually change. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you test a dog by their performance individually. True enough. But most people who've been in the game long enough, you show them a pet, they gonna kind of tell you how that dog should be performing. Now he could be the biggest cur in the world, but by this pedigree, he should be this because Eli traits and characteristics have been the same Eli traits and characteristics for the last 50 years. You know what I'm saying? The look of an Eli dog have been just about the same for the last 50 years. That's why folks be on the lawn when you see a red nose Eli, all supposed to be all bred Eli dog with a red nose, look like a red boy dog. People are alarmed because that don't fit the criteria of what the bloodline look like in appearance. And then if he finessing and he a head dog and he ain't got no mouth, everything about him say he a red boy dog, but his pedigree. And we know what a pedigree worth. Ain't even worth the ink that wrote on it. You know what I'm saying? In many cases. So we know Rep Boy. We know what those traits are. And they pretty much been the same and consistent over the past 40, 50 years. Jeep the same. You see what I'm saying? Rascal the same. Turtle Buster the same. Ripper Jocko the same. You see what I'm saying? Mayday the same. Buck, Macho Buck, the same. You're gonna get them same ugly built, big eared, D game, you know what I'm saying? High up tempo, high strong dogs that you got if you're doing it in you know what I'm saying, you doing it the right way. So I can look at the pedigree and say what he's supposed to be, what they are supposed to be doing. You seen Queen? Oh, okay. But like I say, you have animals who fit a certain criteria, traits, and characteristics. But then you got dogs that do not, you know, do not fit certain traits and characteristics. And my whole thing is what you saying, yeah. The siblings, they probably didn't do as much, CB. They probably didn't do as much. You know what I mean? Depending on who had them. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who had them. But like you say, with the hardcore dogs and stuff like that, those dogs have been proven time and time again. And and even in the sense of I don't even seen where folks didn't really know what they was doing with a hardcore dog, and they still wind up producing what they were, like what they were known for. You see what I'm saying? And I knew that the person didn't know what they was doing with the stuff. But eventually they finna mess this up. But the line had been stacked on so many deep game animals to he couldn't mess it up. Not, at least not in the first generation he could. He couldn't mess it up. He was sticking to anything. I said, well, he's trying to mess it up. He's sticking in every kind of different, but he getting bulldogs out of it. You see what I'm saying? I would have been more particular, but that's me. You see what I'm saying? Well, you know it. Well, little Ariel, you already know where Floyd said. You don't know you caught that little clip that Fat Bill got up there of he asked Floyd what he thought about Zebo, and Floyd he asked what was Zebo all Eli? He said, well, he said, well, I can't truthfully answer that because I wasn't there, but I have my. I think he said, yeah, I have my suspicions. You know what I'm saying? And he said, well, you bred that Zebo Dean? He said, yes. And he said, I bred to him. I took Lupe up there, which is Rascal's sister, supposed to be on paper. Is Rascal's sister. Crenshaw's Rascal's sister is Boudreaux Lupe. He took her up there and bred to the Zebo dog. He said, I was intentional because he did that to try to figure if he bred one of these dogs to that stuff, it's gonna show him what you need to see if they related or not. But he feel like they related. He don't know if he off Eli or not, from what Bujo said, but he said, I believe they related. Because of what he got out. And Fat Bill said they went up there to breed the Zebo and they had to wait 3 days, 2 or 3 days. They said it was 2 or 3 people in front of them breeding to the dog. They had to wait their turn to breed to the Zebo dog. And that's why I say people miss me with that Zebo and all that man buying. Everybody had some Zebo, man. People had that Zebo stuff. That's why David Tan had that black yard because he was using that stuff and mixing it because he worked with that red boy. That Zebo worked with that red boy, and he knew it. And he went to use, and he had a yard of black dog, which is why termite is what termite is for real. You see what I'm saying? Termite is a black, is a red boy Jocko or a heavy Jocko Lonzo dog. It is what it is. And in the way that they act, they are that. You see what I'm saying? Cat kept that stuff around, man. Where the red came from, his brother, I don't know. I don't believe they're related though. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe. They said they rolled into each other. They were trying to kill each other though. But I'm just, you know, I don't know. I don't know. But I don't seen a little. I don't seen a little where it was a black dog and a little and a red nose in the little. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I'm trying to think. I might have had. Yeah, I did. I bred midnight the Dirty South. Them 2 black dogs. Midnight with double bred Grand Champion Virgil bred to a Jeep Oscar dog that come off of Richo's Champion Luke Jr., which is a Jeep Roscoe dog. And she was off of Shamu, and Shamu was off of Champion Whiskey, bred to that Weird Jack Mama. Something like that. But anyway, that throw the chocolate red nose out of there. And everybody else and 2 buckskin, and everybody else was black and white. So, so what a red? Okay, think it's putting in the air. Eli Nation. I don't even know. Like I say, but I know you. I know you. Near like real. I know you, Eli, for sure. For sure. Don't cap on my rap. All the stuff out of over the years, you know. Me and you done went back and forth about. I know you, Eli, to death. You said, don't get me the line. Yeah, you ain't lying. Don't get me the line either. Chevy Charles don't get no love, John Kramer. Hey, you know, bad boy. Bad boy when he was bad. Somebody say he quit later on, man. Somebody say he quit later on. They said they had Supernet that. Did he quit? They say he quit in Florida. Supernet and them said it. Like, but it's the same, it be the same scenario. Like, I know you be like, man, don't make no excuses for no dog. Yeah, I ain't gonna make no excuses. I ain't gonna make no excuses. But they waited to do it when he was older. And I ain't making no excuse for him. I'm saying what the intelligence on the dog people. If you an old dog, man, come on, man. You pushing to quit. To me, in my mind, you pushing, you wait until you get old, an old man, 8 years old, or whatever you want, you pushing to quit. You want him to quit. To me, he already done proved himself. What else you want from him? Oh, he'll say Mr. Phillips said it wasn't true. Okay. Well, Mr. Phillips didn't have child at the end though, John Kramer. Swooping at them dead. I'm just saying, I'm not saying here or there, because I don't know. I wasn't there. But I'm just saying Mr. Finley saying that he gonna defend his line of animals, and I understand that. But the person who owned them at the time was Supernet had the dog. Step and them owned that dog, I believe. They the one with the money. Durant crossed his outlaw dogs to Eli. Hold up. To Eli regularly, but it never made a line of dogs. Once again, gambler's delight. I, ooh, woo. You be hey, Vernon Stop be saying some great stuff on here, but I kind of beg to differ. I kind of beg to differ, Mr. Star. Because for years and years, Tom Gardner been breeding that cat. That Gardner Trent Red Boy ain't his. I know you know this because you've been around. That ain't his first Cottingham dog he done had on that yard. I remember back in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, I got a video from Fat Bill called The Art of Victory. On The Art of Victory, that's when Fat Bill and Tom was still cool. On that, it was a VCR tape. I know I'm aging myself. It was a VCR tape. Okay. On The Art of Victory, uh, that tape, it started off with Tom on a yard tour back then when Frisco was alive, because they showed Frisco on the tape. And he said, here's Frisco. And Frisco could go inside the house and he could go outside into a chain area, pen for him to be in. So he could go in and out the house. Oh, Frisco came out. He said, there's Frisco, the dog with the golden dick. I said, damn, dog with a golden dick. Anyway, in that videotape, he had a Cottingham dog on the yard back then. And that was a proven cross in the Carolinas, was that Chinaman I knew guys who was diehard Cottingham that didn't want to mess with Tonga in no kind of way. But get what? They had their Frisco Cottingham cross. They were matching that stuff. And they told me that we don't like Tom and we don't care for, we don't like Chinaman stuff. They just said Chinaman. We don't like Chinaman stuff, but we like the cross. The cross works. So we're gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't so I'm just, right, John Kramer. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I heard him say it too. I heard him say it too, and I took it as, you know, that you saw that video. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hell, that's right. That's right, Lil Like Real. He did have Hap. A lot of people don't know that, Lil Like Real. That and he traded Hap to uh TVK for a dog that he wanted. But he had Hap. For those people who don't know who Hap is a half brother to uh to Haymaker. He come off a Cadillac. He come off a Cadillac. Hollins, Bobby Hollins, every bingo dog. DT used those dogs to sell. He never used it with straight. Uh, you mean you talking about Delonzo? Is that what you talking about, running star Delonzo Zebo? You know what I'm saying? Just like Lil Real was saying, he don't have that cross works. It's been working for years. So, oh, now that might be to Vernon Star point. Do I know anybody who got a line of that stuff? Who made a line out of it? I'm trying to think of who I know made a line out of it. It might be the point he making. I might have misinterpreted what you're saying because it's been done 150,000 times. But have somebody made a line out of it that we know that's known for much of that stuff? I can't recall. I can't just readily call one out. Yeah, respect John Kramer. Chiming dog with 40-minute rook curve pull ups. I got one back in assassin. Yo, Jeff, understand that they out here. You got a black in your rib, but other than it's got a cut in it. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Termite, I believe the termite line, it is what it is. The pedigree says it got a cut in it. It looked like it got a cut in it. It act like it got a cut in it. You know what I mean? Like, they black now. Black brundles, they can get some red and red brundle. You know what I mean? Some of them come out looking like some red brundle, some AAA stuff. Then others will be black. Some of them black brundle. You know what I mean? Oh, what? Well, you know, with that right there, RA, probably because the thing was that Bo had quit and Bob Finley kind of refuted that too. He kind of, well, I don't know if he kind of refuted or he was trying to skip around it. Like, nah, that ain't, see, with some other stuff that happened with that. If you was there, there were people that were there. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what is he trying to say? Is he trying to say that Bo didn't quit, or was he trying to say there was foul play involved to the reason why he quit? You know what I mean? Could there have been a rubbing play? I don't know what he was trying to say. You know what I mean? But because of that, I think people just automatically went and said he was a $100 million. They didn't give Bo, and I don't know if that changed over time, RA, because if you go back to that show that Bulldogging with Bo with J Boy Nonstop, they did that show. KNS had those old, you know, showed the old magazine reports and the Register of Merit list in the mid 80s. Philly Bo was tied with Tombstone as the number one producing male stud in the world at that time. So it ain't like he ain't get no fanfare. You know what I mean? If you at the top at any point in time, it's the people that was real. You know what I'm saying? They're repping you. They got to. You know, as quick as people jump on the bandwagon about dogs they ain't never seen do nothing, I'm knowing that if you got the number one stud dog in the world, folks is rocking with you. You know what I mean? Either they trying to kiss up to you to get something off of it, or they got some stuff and they you know what I'm saying, they doing what it do on the trail. Birds of a dog. I believe so too, man. That's why I feel like Dynamite. I feel like Champion Dynamite might be. I'm gonna keep that to myself. Keep that to myself. It's the time. It's the production. The test of time is the production. We crossed out Deacon Junior females to our Nicarino male and got good dogs. Just never made a line. Well, and that's another a whole nother Eli Junior. Red by Cross you just named. You know, Eli Red by Red by Cross you just named. That showed well for you in your camp, but yet was not made a line. So it's just a matter of somebody concentrating on it. That's all that is, because it's shown itself to be a legit cross for many years. It's just a matter, just nobody. I guess nobody. You know what I mean? Didn't do it. What? In your opinion, what is still a proven cross? Well, we talking about some on CB. That's a proven cross we just were talking about, but it's not like what we were saying. It's not considered a line. Boys Jeep Rep Rascal is a strand of today that's being used heavily out of you know what I'm saying. Uh, Chinaman, balls, all the old lines still work. If you got it right, you know what I'm saying. Get Red Boy Rascal been working for years. Now the Red Boy Jocko in today's time, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Would I get some of that thug stuff? Yeah, yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. I heard Frisco wasn't bred like they said. I heard he was off Cottingham stuff. Anybody heard that? No, but I heard the opposite what you just said. I heard which one of them Cottingham dogs, Vernon Starr. You know what I'm talking about? Champion Red Man. It was a champion off Cottingham, and a lot of people he could bite. His pedigree say he was an all Cottingham dog. Champion Red Man, champion. Which one he was? Champion. He was a Cottingham dog that could bite, and he was a champion. And they said they swore that that dog was out Frisco. A lot of people around in the Carolina said that dog was a Frisco dog because Dakota and them and Tom was cool like that, and they was like, ain't no Cottingham dog bit like that bite. And because they put two and two, like, well, they close, he could have got the breeding from in any time and got a breeding off of, you know what I'm saying? Frisco, and he worked that. You know what I'm saying? Now, do what I'm saying. I want to investigate that. TG got some whack-a-mole dogs on his yard also. No Eli. Now, Vernon Starr, sir, when you ever seen them dogs on that yard? I'm not saying they ain't on there because Tom in them interviews he been doing, where he doing his own like look question and answer questions on the thing. He talk about some LT trade dogs that ain't on no post. What that was? Well, he was talking about the Tyrese and the Tyrone dogs. And he said it's some other dogs that they said bad as hell. He ain't even put them in the lineup yet. I don't know if anybody caught that when he was talking on them interviews. I mean, on his interviews on his channel, where he was saying, but at the end of the day, Tom Garner is whatever he is, but he a dog man too. You can say a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? Just like Fat Bill, he a dog man. At the end of the day, they dog people. And dog people, like I said at the beginning of the show, what my OG said, and it rang true to this day, that every one of us in here, that we dog men, we funny people, man. Everything ain't for show. Everything ain't conversation. Everything ain't for you to look at. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for you to know about. You know what I'm saying? You might can know about it, but you'll never see it. You see what I'm saying? Until it's time, until I'm ready to show it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no conversation on it. And that's just the way dog people have always been. You know what I'm saying? It always been some skeletons, a few skeletons in the closet, a few hidden secrets. You know what I'm saying? Like a hot rod racer. They never let you know what's up under the hood, man. And like I said, I just caught that out of his conversation. And the other guy who was interviewing him, who was also a person that is a yard guy. I think he's a yard guy. The person that asked him questions is a yard guy who worked for him. So he's seeing all the dogs. So he's saying, "Yeah, man, we got such and such," and he started laughing like, "Yeah, but we not gonna show those dogs yet. We got and those are tremendous animals. You know what I'm saying?" So, like I say, that right. But it got that little bit of Lonzo in there, Vern. Hold on. That's all they've been doing. Everybody been doing. I mean, not everybody, but that right, Vern. Look like real. Everybody been doing that. You know it. They trying to cross it. because he gonna sell you a cake. He ain't selling you no recipes. He taking the Marie Carver approach. I mean, he's selling you a cake. He's not selling you the recipe. You know what I'm saying? Twin them said that what Tom said when they was up there in P. Pickens. He said that he what he looked like giving you the recipe so you can run off and take credit for all the work he did. Cotton, I believe, was his name. Okay, the dog. Oh man, I got that Tyrone blood off Uptown. Bruno, I love it. Good, RA. Now I know who to go to get mine. Tyrone. Let me stop playing. But I heard that stuff real good though. I heard that stuff real good. I remember when Grand Champion Flock was stomping too. That when I met Marguerite. When Flock was stomping, 229 boys had Flop at first. Grand Champion Flop was she won Grand Champion then. But Marguerite used to be with them. I guarantee he the one who told him to get that dog. And boy, did they stump with that dog. If the lie work, live like real, I buy yours. I buy your lie, live like real if it work. You feel me? You got to tell me what it is. I figure that. You got me a big one. Oh, they did? Welcome out told me they sold him a pair. Mm, dang. That's something to look at right there, Vernon Shaw. His name Kai. Let me write that down. You think it's online, Vernon Shaw? Uh, uh, uh. Gardner gonna put Gardner's Kai. Oh, yeah. I think that's his son. Yeah. Well, fellas, it's time for the sporting dog to ride and hit the road. I just thought I'd come on here, spend time with the chat, with all the dog men and women, fanciers out here that support the sporting dog archive. I really appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. And maybe sometime soon I have some sporting dog archive gear, t-shirts, uh, with all the main bulldogs and Eli we trust, and Red Bar we trust, and Bolio we trust, and Buck we trust, and Mayday we trust, and Jeep we trust, and for the exotics, I'm gonna say in Zebo we trust. You know what I'm saying? Man bites your butt cheeks out. But in my opinion, no reason to lie. Fuck the program up. We had a lot of dogs on Frisco. You couldn't give me one good or not. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But it is what it is. Like people doing what they doing. They always, and as we look on these shows and we read these stories and we look at the old dog men back in way before in our mamas and daddies was born. I'm talking about way back. They were lying in. They were lying in. You know what I mean? But like I say, that mean I totally get it. Vernstar. Little like Reggie gone Bolero. Ooh, ooh, ooh. For sure, Oatman. Bolero. Bolero. Ooh. I love Bolero dogs. I don't care what nobody say. I like them Bolero dogs. Ooh. That man doctor gonna got on. He gonna fly that. He gonna have that Grand Champion Hank till the wheel come off. Straight helicopter. We all have what we like. You have faith in the line. You roll it to the end. That one must leave off at red there. If you got faith in your line, you ride all the way to that Vernon Star. Them ain't my word, them Vernon Star word. You ride it all the way to the end till the wheel pop off. And then ride the rim. This is your boy. Get a hold Jane because we got to get a hold of the game. Sporting Dog Archive signing off. Y'all have a good weekend. Peace.